drip, that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Arthur Smitty and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be I'm going to be reacting to, actually, you know what? I am reviewing. I'm going to be reacting to Suicide Squad ending cutscenes by Batman Arkham videos. And you know what? I'm glad it's here, you know? This game has been such a disappointment. You know, I was actually planning on making like a video on the disappointment of the game, but I was like, I decided not even to do it. And then they came out with the game's ending, and then you have the cutscene. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I can still rant and talk about it, but somewhat. But yeah, you know, I was a real hardcore defender of this game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wanted this game to succeed so bad. I played it to the max. I wanted it to be good. I played with my friends. Like and it let me down so many times. It let me down so badly. I never after the Joker, I didn't even play Lawless. A character that nobody, even if you do know who Lawless is, you didn't want her as a DLC character. Then you have the lesbian Mr. Freeze. I just no. No one wanted that either. And then the one cool character you give us, Deathstroke, you don't give us him until the very end of the game when the game is already dying and you barely have any players. And then even then you don't give us no cutscenes or no content at all. Like for any of these characters ever. Especially not even Deathstroke. So no character was safe. And then the Joker, he was okay at first, but then when I realized there was no cutscenes and it was basically just going to be the same shit over and over again, and we defended the game and thought that it was going to be something different, it was just, it's just ridiculous. And I'm just, you know, I really look back on this and it's like, whoever was in charge, I want to know the person that put this up, that was like, oh, let's do a Suicide Squad game, and then the person that agreed to it, I want to fight both of y'all. Okay, I want to fight both of y'all. Both of y'all need to see me in the one. Like we need to box it out or something. We need to fight because there's no way y'all agree to this. Because I'm thinking about it right now. And I don't care what nobody says. If they would have made a live service Justice League game, I promise you this game would have been more popular. The game, even though, regardless of how bad it was, how good or bad it was, it would have at least lasted 2 or 3 more years. I promise you it would have. It would have lasted at least 2 or 3 more years. I bet everything I got. And 4, it would have literally made, it would, even if it was doing bad or good, it would have at least made more money than what Suicide Squad is doing right now. And it would have more players. Would have way more players. If you would have at least made a live service Justice League game, it would have still, even at its worst, it still would have been good. But no, y'all didn't even do that. Y'all made a Metropolis, y'all made the Justice League character models, and y'all still decided, let's do Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. Let's do Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That's a better game. Let's not make a live service Justice League game where you can play as all Batman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, the Atom, Plastic Man. You have DLC characters, Green Arrow, Black Canary. Let's not do that, okay? Let's make a game where you fight the Justice League. And regardless if they're clones or not, we're going to have the Suicide Squad actually kill them. Matter of fact, we're not going to even tell you they're clones until after all of our content is finished. So now you're going to actually think you killed the Justice League, and that's going to make the game even worse. Because you got these C-listers, these incompetent C-lister humans killing the Justice League and succeeded. That's just ridiculous. But we're going to react to this in a cutscene and see how all this ends, because I'm not playing through all of that shit. I'm not doing 13 Brainiacs. I'm not doing all of that stuff to get there. It's not worth it. It's a waste of my time. And I think I'm just going to uninstall the game. Because if I want to play as Deathstroke, I can either go on Arkham Knight and mod it, or I can go to Arkham Origins and do it. I'm going to just do that. You've seen the Arkham videos. We just going to be doing it. That's actually one of the reasons why I got Arkham Knight back. I got Arkham Knight on PC so I can make my own cool adventures and my own cool stories with Arkham Knight. And clearly, from like Rocksteady and WB, don't see it that the moment that game dropped, and I should have listened to people when they told me it was going to be trash, but I wanted to, the moment that game dropped, everyone went back to Arkham Knight. The PC players decided to make more mods, more cool mods, and then went to Arkham Knight. And that's the funny part about it. Like, they went back to the type of game that we wanted and not played the game that we didn't want. But I'm going to stop. We're going to get into this. So without further ado, we will start this video in a 3, 2, 1.
Turns out a dose of chivalry was good for me. Reminded me who I really was.
This is Deathstroke.
Also gave me a chance to really...
They don't even, like, I was so upset when Marvel's Avengers did this shit. Like, they started to do this where they didn't even want to do actual cutscenes. They just started doing comic book panels, and it was so... Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. It looks good to me, but it's so lazy because, like, why don't you take the time to do actual cutscenes?
Really appreciate
like, that would have been so much better.
But damn, I missed guns. Until they arrived. Now I have to take this gang of murderers and maniacs and get ready to finish what I started.
You know what? I just figured something. This is my last... I'm sorry. I just figured something out. I know how you could have rated this. If you want to do a Suicide Squad game, this is how you should have done it. This is how you should have done it. You should have did, for one, I don't know what's up with them removing members from Suicide Squad. Deathstroke would have been a main character in the game. It would have been Deathstroke and Deadshot as the leaders. Or matter of fact, I would have just made Deadshot the leader, and then Deathstroke would have been like co-leader. And then I would still keep King Shark, Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn. Yeah, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, and Harley Quinn. I would have still kept them. And it would have never been a live service game. All of the characters would have their own unique combat. And towards like the beginning of the third act of the game, I would have had it where the Justice League showed that they were clones. And then after they saved the Justice League, at the end of the game, you could have just free roamed with the characters and did other missions if you wanted to. That's what I would have did. And I think that would have been a way better game if you was going to make a Suicide Squad game instead of this travesty, whatever this that they made.
Maniac's running out of clones, and the eggheads think something's nipping at his heels. It works for me, if it doesn't catch up to him.
Mr. Freeze,
now it's time to cut off that last head.
They're barely even in the cutscenes.
And when this is all over, my agreement with Amanda is done. And all I gotta do is figure out what comes next. Maybe I'll hang up my swords. Spend some time at one of those retreats. Who am I kidding? Men like me don't retire. I'm a goddamn killing machine.
So that must have been... So this must be the ending cutscene for Deathstroke. Like, this is the ending cutscene for Deathstroke, and I guess all the other DLC characters, because I don't think any of them are going to get anything. So you would have got this. That was the ending cutscene for Deathstroke, and then that's the beginning of season of Deathstroke episode 8 balance. The war rages on in Metropolis, our equilibrium with the... Yeah, you would have got all this bullshit. Nope. Kudos to the person that actually did this, because I would have never did this. Okay, we're going to skip through this. Things look cool. Okay, now we're going to oh, so he's gonna play the suicide. Oh, he was gonna actually
We
play.
didn't start this war,
Yeah,
Task
see,
Force
like
X.
doing all of this, like kudos to Batman Arkham videos. I've been
Do
watching
you need a
you.
free, easy way to
I've been
capture
watching you
your
since
gameplay? Introducing
since I was a
Alchemy.
kid, man.
Record
You
anything on
always
your
came in
PC.
clutch with the videos.
Highlight
Because
reels,
some of this
let's
stuff
plays.
I would have not did.
The multiverse.
The League needs
Yeah, let's
to
start with the cutscene.
us.
Batman's back.
So we phased our butts into Brainy's lair, and he was
Well, look, the other characters aren't even in the cutscenes. It's just the main Suicide Squad. Like they're not even.
But guess who else showed
God.
up?
Brainiac, that's enough. Kryptonian, you're
And like everyone that predicted it, all of the theory speculations, they were clones, and I'm assuming they was hiding. They was all trapped in crystals and decided to escape on the 13th Brainiac instead of the first Brainiac. How convenient.
They're too
How convenient.
disco-populated to fight. Don't you know, Brainiac? Anything's possible with a little help from your friends.
Thought he meant us for a second, but of course he meant bats. Ow!
And Batman's
That
alive.
says the criminals. That's us. Did well following his plan.
Did well following in his plan. What plan? The plan for what? Whoa. The plan?
Though how'd we figure out Brainy had cloned the League? We were like, there were clones? Anyway.
Whoa. The plan?
That says the
The only plan Batman had in game was when he told, his hologram told him how to kill the Justice League. And that wasn't even technically to the Suicide Squad. That was to the Bat family, and then that version of Batman killed Robin. What plan? When did Batman establish this plan? Where did this come from? And if you're telling me that Batman's plan was to get captured and decide to come and finally help on the 13th Brainiac, not the first one, the 13th Brainiac, and let billions of people die, that is the dumbest writing I have ever seen. I'm really hoping there's more context, because if that's what you're going with, that is so bad. That is so bad.
That's us. Did well following his plan. Though
His
how'd we
plan?
figure out Brainy had cloned the League? We were like,
Bless me.
there were clones?
There were clones?
We totally laid it out. If we took him back, Waller would make them into even bigger tools. More importantly,
So everyone is alive except Wonder Woman. So technically Wonder Woman she somewhat died for nothing. Because to her, they was real. She thought they was the actual Justice League. I will never understand. Like, Batman you made Batman come up with the worst plan, and then you mean to tell me out of all of the characters, Batman was the one that got captured. Batman isn't the guy we spent 4 games with wouldn't be the one to restrain Brainiac. Like, I would think Batman and the Flash would be the 2 people that wouldn't get captured. You made Batman get captured. You really gave him the dumbest plan. Like, I can't even speak. Like, I'm baffled right now.
totally
Like,
86
what?
us. Soup said the League needs to atone.
Atone?
For everything that happened. Starting with
Atone for everything that's happened. Y'all let people die. Like, literally.
freeing all the folks Brainy tentacle wrapped, then putting as
my
many
God.
worlds right as they can. As for us, we had a
Superman looks goofy. Like, why his face look like that? Like, who?
plan too. Did I mention the Wonder Trio of hacks, Lawless and Toy Boy shorted?
Wait. Lawless and Toy Boy shorted out our bomb. They shorted out the bombs? They could do that? Why did they wait so long to do that? Why is everything waiting to... Oh, it's because the writers, they had a plan, but their plan didn't go into tuition. So now they have to cram everything in. And now you cramming everything in just makes it sound ridiculous and stupid. So why would they wait till the 13th Brainiac to do this?
Sorted out our bombs? That's important for the next part. At the end of the day, this squad sticks together. Why not do it out there in the Elseworlds instead of a freaking prison block?
So Wonder Woman is dead, so she died for nothing. Wow, thanks. The one cool character the one character I liked in the game, you killed.
Road trip! Don't you love a happy...
You literally made a metropolis. You literally made a metropolis and a Superman character model, and all you had to do, you could have literally just made a Justice League game where you play as all the unique characters, and they gave us DLC for those characters, and then give us like a Gotham hub world or a Themyscira hub world or a Central City hub world. That's all you had to do. Or you could have literally just made a Superman game and just had him fight Brainiac. Like, that's all you had to do. Literally all you had to do. You decided to make a fucking Suicide Squad game. But apparently, from what I've researched, they say the game is not canon anymore. So none of this exists. None of this happens. Thank God. If that's really true, then I'm happy.
And she will. If she knows what's good for her. Suicide Squad out!
So the Suicide Squad disband, or they go and fight other people in other else worlds, and the Justice League are back, and that's just. You know, I used to be like, WB Games Montreal should have made the Suicide Squad game, but now that I think about it, you should have had WB Games Montreal make a Justice League, a new interpretation of the Justice League, a separate version from the Arkhamverse, and then you should have just had Rocksteady either make a legit sequel to Arkham Knight, should have made a sequel to Arkham Origins, or they could have just completely restarted and made a new Arkham series but still call it Arkham. That's what you could have did. But you know, you decided on this. Congratulations on completing the story and sentencing Brainiac to a fate worse than death. Grilled by Walter. Can't continue to play on our main story. All either continue with our friends or in our blood mode. Yeah! And then that's it.
Woo! Oh.
And that's it.
Can't say it's where I would have placed you from the start, but
yeah, this I'm glad it's over. This was a travesty. Rocksteady, WB, do me a favor. Stop being stubborn. Stop being stupid. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your brains. Open your brains. Do what Marvel is doing. Release your IP out to other developers, please. Please. So then y'all love money, right? Release your IP out to other developers. So then that way you can get more games. You see how Marvel Rivals is doing right now? That's because Disney lets other developers do their games. Do that, WB, please. Then that way you get more games and you get more money. Do that. And then let Rocksteady just do what they do best and make fucking Batman games. Let them do that. Please. Please. That's all I'm asking for. That's all we're asking for. And if someone, please, for God, make a Superman game, stop being lazy. It's not hard. All the people that say a Superman game is hard to do, either you're lazy or you're not being open-minded. It is so, like, literally, it's not as hard as you think. Y'all are just not trying to think outside the box. Please. Please. Monolith, the Wonder Woman game, please come out. We need something new. DC is falling apart in the video games. WB has ruined the video games. The only good thing right now, the only good video game we got is DC Universe Online. Sadly, like, that's the only good game. And regardless of how bad people hate on it, I still play it. It's a game that's really the only DC game where you can play with all your friends, make your own superhero, and be any character you want. So that's the only good DC game we got. But please, just distribute it so we can get more games. WB has caused us not to get Lego Batman 4. We would have had like an Assassin's Creed type franchise with the Arkham games. Like, we would have got a Suicide Squad game sequel to Arkham Origins. Like, distribute it, please. Please. And the only other thing we got is James Gunn's Superman. And unless they decide to go back to movie licensed games, I don't know what to say. So please, I just want, like, once the DCU movie comes out, and I'm praying to God it does good. It's going to do good. I'm hoping for the best. Let's get good games with it, please. That's all I'm asking. Just good games, good DC games. I'm sick of, you know, we got good Marvel stuff, man. We got Blade coming out. We got Captain America and Black Panther. We got Marvel Rivals. Like, come on, please. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.